Hello traders, Lord Ray with HypeTimeCrypto.com, your #1 source for cryptocurrency technical analysis and blockchain education. In this live stream, we're going to be having a slight hangover recovery stream, right? Looks like Bitcoin's going through a little bit of that too, but you know, no problem, man. We couldn't break that wedge we tried last night. We found that 9,050 area as a resistance and completely got rejected from there. Too many sellers up there, so we're going to talk about it and get into it. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. It's probably Sunday some places in the world, right? But for the most part, everyone's on, in Saturday mode. So thanks for being here. Sorry I'm a little late. Had that 1 hour delay, but I think it's understandable after the live stream last night. We went about 5 hours last night. It was just too fun. It was that 420 and Bitcoin, move up celebration, and a wonderful week of trades all around. A lot of success with the Patreon, so it was just a good evening, a good night to chill and hang out with everyone and just do a little bit of bonding. So thanks so much, guys, for being here today. You could be doing anything on this Saturday, and you're choosing to hang out with me and do some TA. So looking at Bitcoin, nothing's really happened, right? Still in that wedge, and we're just kind of floating around that measured move area. If you remember, everyone, remember this huge falling wedge pattern we had? Y'all remember? We just did this. The width of the wedge, 2200, 2300 from the actual confirmation. A little off, I guess, but right around that same area. We could go down just a little bit and we'd be perfectly accurate. So there you go, measure move, we've hit it, we went a little above it, and now this area up here, clear resistance, very strong resistance here, and of course here as well. Okay, so multiple resistance points. If you look and see, we touched both of them. All right, we came up, touched the sun, and pushed back down below that wedge trend line. So I'm gonna take a look at chat real quick, guys. Thanks again for being here. Okay, we got DGD. Looks like if you're smiling, man, it broke out of that ascending triangle bullishly. Sounds about right. Sounds good, man. What's up, Akshay? Thanks for being here. I'm doing okay. What's up, Cam? Poe and Zill got it. Crypto Chef. Keebs, what's up, dude? That's right. Hangovers are real. Keebs, hello, man. Doge? You wanna sit in Dogecoin? Oh my goodness, sounds insane. What's up, Dan? Ramzabi got OMG on the list. Randall Roberts, what's up, man? I am functioning. That is quite the word for it. Functioning. Hey, thank you so much for being there and enjoying it, Randall. Brando, Cryptomon, it's got you down today. Well, I mean, look, what happens after nice runs up? You're gonna consolidate a little bit, so. Yeah, I do feel great, Dan. Kappa. Aeon, what's happening with Aeon? Oh, we don't know. We'll put it on the list, though, for you. Dinez, thanks for being here, Dinez. Got you. Got it down for you. What's up, Skyward? John. What's up, Satoshi Slammer? Aloha. Yes, aloha, indeed. Francisco, what's up, brother? Arcade Nostalgia. I hope that's a good thing. What's up, Texas Sports Fan? Hey, Bama had its A-Day game today. It's spring football game. Love it. Roll Tide. What's up, Guy from Guy McCloskey from Periscope? Thanks for being here, man. If you're still here, something fishy is going on in the water. Drew's kicking it. Want some TRX and Verge? Of course, man. It was only a matter of time. I'm surprised they weren't on the list earlier. Got them on the list, Drew. Thanks, Francisco. MK Honey to Jesus, man. What's up, dude? Yeah, we're just waiting, man. Well, I mean, look, you hit the top of the wedge, right? And that's it. All coins are down today. Yep, they're all hungover, too. We just rode too high last night. Too fast. Satoshi Slammer, what's up, man? Good waves. Mahalo, right? Is that what they say over there in Hawaii? Check AE, Francisco. Yeah, we'll put it on the list, man. No problem, man. ADA for Elmer? Sure, man. Cardano. Hey guys, we got a new trading app coming out. Okay, and Patreon, if you want to, you can be a beta tester. We'll have more detail on that in the chat, or as more information comes available to me, I'll let you know. Yep, Sander Studios got ADA for you, man. ETC for Sander Studios, okay. On the list. What's up, Lord Dumpington? Hello, my friend. Amin, what's up, dude? ADA, I'm not sure. We'll get to it, Amin. We'll look at it. Class A bearish divergence on the 4. Yep, we're looking at it right here, man. No good. You had this run up, the George Soros legendary short squeeze, and then you moved up once again and had much lower levels of positive momentum, and that does not bode well for ye bull. You have the Class A bearish divergence with a bearish pattern. Those are two coinciding variables that you'd put together to say that's not good at all, you know? So, oh, thank you, Akshay. Appreciate the you like my shirt. I'm the lumberjack today. Sometimes it happens. It's a rare form. That's right, Meaty Jones, the lumberjack. Thanks, Akshay. What's up, Mr. Jeremus? No, you did this, man. Stop talking about yourself, dude. Maximiliano, hello. Thank you, brother. Hey, how about that Incash? How crazy was that last night? Jonathan wants some Inge. Not Ing, but Inge. Put it on the list, dude, for you, okay? DGD, it's literally the first altcoin we're going to look at, Maximiliano. KJ, yeah, well, it wasn't a rough night last night. It was an awesome night. Now, the morning was rough, KJ. The morning was rough. Prinzello wants XRP. I thought we already, wow, no one even asked about XRP yet. XRP, XLM, that was going to be on the list anyway. And TRX is on the list, Prinzello. Thanks for being here. Hey, Jonathan, yeah, man, last night was epic. Garsh Crypto, what's up, dude? You want some Zcash? Put it on the list. I think that actually broke out and was looking pretty nice. I remember Michael requested that a couple days ago. What's up, Brozov? Good times indeed. Maybe we'll have another one tonight. Another good time. It is in fact the second night of the weekend, which could be just as good. I read something on Uberfax. It was talking about the most euphoric you feel within a week is at like 7:30 your time on a Saturday, 7:30 p.m. or it might be like 7:45 or something. It's crazy, weird stuff, man. Psychology. Yep, we'll talk about Poe. Nick Tunn, no problem, man. Poe's on the list. William Jeffrey, what's up, dude? Heck yeah, man. Ash wants some POA, P-O-A, Illuminati Jesus coin. Yo, check it out. Lacey says on holiday with my wife, but time for... Hey, dude. Thanks so much for, you know, don't make your wife hate me, man, okay? If it's fun in here, I get that, but I don't want to be the cause of any issues. Make sure she's cool with it. Thoughts on Dash? Sure, William. We'll put it on the list, man. List is starting to get a little long. You know how that goes, guys, right? What's up, Godzooks? Good afternoon to you, man. Alan, what's up, brother? XLM's on the list. Got you covered, man. Callum, what's up, bro? From the UK. Star Wars Worlds, what's up, bro? Sorry, guys, we're just getting through chat. This is what we do at the beginning of the stream, so I don't get burnt out. Engaging with y'all is a lot of fun. I enjoy it thoroughly. I love TA, but engaging with y'all is very important, in my opinion. So, Cardi Man wants Knowles, and we're also taking down the list of coins that people want requested. So it's like, come on, man. The show's about y'all. The show, y'all make the show with your coin requests. That's the whole point. Good afternoon, Fun Crypto Scotty. Thanks for being here. Hope San Diego's doing lovely. I'm sure it is. It always is. Every time I've been there, it has. Brian wants Neo to Ethereum. Gotcha, man. Guys, give me a sound check. Make sure I'm okay on my audio. Thank you, brother. Chef, Crypto Chef. Thanks, dude, for the kind words, man. I'll keep doing it for you, man. XVG, got it on the list, nubile. It will be covered. It's, you know, in one of the top 5, 6 on the list, so we'll get there. Did I really stream until 3 a.m. last night? Yeah, man. Yeah, it was good. It was real good. Had a lot of fun last night. I think, you know, our friends got to know me a little bit better, you know, everyone. So, crazy party. That's right, Brozov, almost. What's up, Brewery? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. How dare I socialize with y'all? Exactly, right? To hold Dogecoin just because of the meme? Sanders Studios, that might not be a good idea. Alright, LSK, we got on the list. Lisi, we'll do it, man. The Jesus to Bitcoin? Okay, I think that's DGD, right? And that's going to be the first coin we cover. Alright, so Bitcoin. Rising wedge pattern. Bearish divergence. Class A. You know, your RSI not really showing bearish divergence just because when you hit your higher high, you actually had technically higher levels of relative strength. So that's actually kind of, you know, we can't put that in our formula, but we have at least 2 variables we can play into it. So, what this song just played, man? Why is it doing that, man? Not cool, dude. We do something else, man. Okay. All right, let's go to Litecoin. Double top. Remember the double top? Nothing saved last night. Nothing. Yep, double top, man. Double top. We talked about it right here, and we said that's not good action, and we did this, and we said this is not good action, and yeah, huge breakdown. And we said how Litecoin was not looking near as good as Ethereum, and we talked about the bearish divergence. At this point, we literally had triple MACD bearish divergence. If you look close enough, you can see we technically made a higher high, a higher candle body close right here, and we made lower levels of positive momentum from that high that was here. And you know, so that makes it triple MACD bearish divergence, class A. Bad. Huge spike in negative momentum, the highest level of the highest level of negative momentum we've seen since this huge breakdown, the huge scar that most altcoins have with Bitcoin right here. That was well, that was the end of March, so not good. But hey, maybe a good area. If you get some more value, could be down here. Maybe not though. Just depending on, we got to let things play out. You broke this support was so critical. You had to hold above that if you wanted to show any signs of a reversal in trend. That would have been, you know, that would have been your first higher high, really, and you just couldn't hold it, and that's really bad. That just shows the weakness in Litecoin, and we talked about weakness being shown all yesterday with the bearish divergence. So we also had bearish divergence on the relative strength index. So that's what happens. You show double top with multiple. Look, you know, the double top was our pattern, right? The pattern with the indicator that gave us. Do you understand? That kind of gave us the variables we needed to make to draw a conclusion or to make you know, some sort of decision about this coin. So that's it, man. So yet you don't have any kind of golden cross going on. You're still showing a lot of weakness. Look, and we talked about this this channel that we're in. If we couldn't break the higher highs, we didn't even hit this. We didn't even have enough strength in us to hit the resistance level that would be. I mean, you didn't make it past here. That's so weak. So you know, guys, it seems like some of my charts and stuff aren't saving, but that's pretty standard these days. Maybe I'll just do this. Okay. Ethereum. Did Ethereum do the same thing, I guess? Maybe? Kind of. I mean, yeah, it broke down like Litecoin, but remember we talked about the strength, and we did say we technically had, you could barely see it, but when we made a high here, we on our, you know, indecision green candle, we had a higher high right here, and here was the high right here, and then we made that indecision, and then we made a lower high on our positive momentum. We showed briefly, it only took 8 hours for us to show that bearish divergence, but that was what we needed. But here's the thing, the difference between Litecoin and Ethereum. We've made consistent higher highs than our previous highs, consistent higher lows. We've broken out of the channel that extends to our all-time highs, unlike Litecoin. Litecoin, we were in here, and we ran up here, and we couldn't do it, and we broke down, right? So there's a lot better things going on here. Not only that, the type of divergence we had was not near as powerful. I mean, this was so minute of bearish divergence, class A. It played out, but look how we held off and used that 20 MA as a support. Wonderful. And the 50. So I would say that this is pretty amazing how strong Ethereum is showing. How much strength Ethereum is showing, excuse me, with my English brain is half dead still. So yeah, this is a Patreon thing, and we're still holding Vince Vaughn. This is great, and we look left. If we remember, what was the resistance area? Right here. It looks like we're holding above it. If you look even further left, there's more. Right here. All around here, areas of resistance. Wow, look at that candle body close right there. It's all the way back to January 31st, 2017. Crazy stuff, man. Okay. Timeless resistance points. Look left, guys. When in doubt, look left. Yeah, we talked about, you showed mild levels of bearish divergence on your RSIs, you know, as well. So lower highs, you made higher highs on price, lower highs on your strength. So this was kind of to be expected, but you know, what was so astounding about this was the fact that we just bounced back like that so well, and now we're back to business as usual, getting back above that old area that was once resistance, became support, then became resistance again, and now let's see if we can hold it as support again. Ethereum being the Jesus, man. Alright, we're gonna move on to Digimon coin, DGD. Come on, man. Ascending triangle. Boom. Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. Will you just look at it? Oh my god. And this probably would have been posted in Patreon if we didn't go till 3 or 4 in the morning. So, my god. Look at that. Oh my god, look. Do you see it, ladies and gentlemen? Does anyone love TA? I love TA. Look at the volume too behind it. And we talked about up here, we should see a pullback and get one more opportunity because we had that Class A bearish divergence. Member? I remember. Nice one, Arcade. We did it, man. Won the ball game. Yeah, I do need an assistant, right? An assistant who will like read my brain. That's unreal, man. This is beautiful. Hit targets, both sides, entry and exit. Wow. I just can't believe it, man. Read chat real quick, guys. Ash was, you were a little loopy last night? Oh, you were too loopy to watch. One sec, man. Okay, so yeah, with the DGD, wonderful, wonderful ascending triangle. Do you see, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the accumulation, how powerful it is, what it means, the price action when it tells us things? It's not just candles doing things, it's literally buyers and sellers exiting and joining, and when you have higher lows, it just means that there are more coin holders now than there was before. And you see the strength behind that and what that can tell us and what we can do with TA to make money. Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. Late bloomers talking about butts. Didn't they want some in cash, man? Yeah, man. No problem, man. Got you, brother. Spirit healing Jesus, man. And Brian Holm, we did do it, man. My God. Thank you so much for the contribution last night, guys. Y'all are amazing. Jeez, Jonathan said, I gained enough Satoshis in the last 10 days to cold storage 1 Ethereum for a long-term hold. Do it, man. Why not? Nothing wrong with it. Even Charlie Lee sold its Litecoin so weak. Yeah, man, really. Got Zills on the list, Gabriel. And then we'll put Lun on there for our friend. I can't read your name. I think it's in Sanskrit, but that's okay, man. Doesn't matter what your name is. As long as you have the ticker there, I'm going to put it on the list. It's there for you, Periscope, man. What are you talking about? Risk to reward high where? Yeah, it did make it, didn't it, Brozov? You were too drunk to get in on DGD last night when we talked about it? Hey, it happens, man. You bought in at DGD at the bottom there. Give danks. Sky Cubby, heck yeah, man. So you made some bank on this. Was your exits up there at the measured move, the 33,820 area, Sky Cubby? So did you get in and get out like a surgeon? Like the Jesus surgeon? What do I think about Litecoin to Bitcoin? Showing tons of weakness. By no means is it out of a bear market. It's still in a correction right now. Litecoin is. It's any chance it had, it ruined it this morning and today when it broke below a previous high, which is how we know trends. Okay, and the trend, it's not good right now. Litecoin's very weak right now. Wonderful trade for the Patreon. Hey, we did it, man. Patreon, we still made money on Litecoin. Who cares about what Litecoin's doing? We made money on it, right? Okay, DGD, the Jesus man. Congratulations on all your success. Trade complete. Poe. Poe, man, it was off by 4 sats, guys, but it seems like it came back down, right? Yeah, it came back down. Look at this. Okay, this is what happened. This was a Patreon, and we had a pretty nice stop loss, right? We had it below the previous wick. That's my rule of thumb, and we dropped 4 sats. The stop loss was 534, and it dropped to 530, and then bounced off that and got us this huge bullish engulfing candle, and that was it. So some people said they didn't have a stop loss, and I'm like, what? I mean, I understand that it's awesome that you won this time, but what if this just kept going and you didn't have a stop loss? Then what, man? Then what? So, unreal how that worked out. And, you know, the only thing you could do here on Poe is if you made it back down here, you could get another crack at it. That's all you could do. Okay? Be a little below the 50. It seems like the 50 was tested as a support, and it bounced off that. So it's now bouncing off the 20. It's showing a lot of strength right here. Poe's not done by any means. This is very strong. It broke down, came up, and now it's like it had that one wick. You had one more. Look at that. You had one more opportunity too to get in right here. You see that? That wick? And now it's just testing the top part, and it's probably just some consolidation before we make the move up. And that measured move up would be insane, right? So you have a chance down here, your best area value. Okay. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable how Poe went. But it's not over. It's not done. It seems to me like it's going to make a nice run, but we have to wait and see. Man. No real, oh yeah. Jeez, man. Never mind. You didn't have any bearish divergence, really. Nah. Not at all. No. So, see what happens. Keep our eye on it. Have an alert set up maybe right here. If we get this alert, well, I already have this. Let's move it up. We hear this beep, we know we're breaking out. Just be careful. Don't buy on the breakout. Look at the 1, 2, 3 times now. Every time head faked real bad. So, hey, hardly difficult. Thanks so much for the what was it? The stream share? Dude, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate you. Jesus, man. You and all you 29 wonderful folks that have just joined us. If you want to watch some TA, that's what we do here. We were just talking about our Poe trade for our Patreon. We got stopped out by 4 Satoshis here. My rule of thumb on any kind of triangle is you try to get the stop loss below your previous wick, right? Your previous reaction low. And we couldn't do it. We missed it by 4 sats. It was okay. I mean, you know, it's not the end of the world. You lost barely anything. The risk to reward was so incredible here. We have a 7.43 to 1 risk to reward on Poe. And so it's back up. You had one more shot to get here, and now we're just testing this resistance area up here, the top part of the symmetrical triangle. So that's Poe, man. That's Poe. Measure move 733 Satoshis. We'll see how this plays out. We have an alert set up, so if we're in the middle of the stream, you know what's going to happen. We'll know about it, and we'll head on back over here, okay? So ZIL was next on the list. Someone was messaging me earlier today about ZIL. Yeah, it's at all-time highs. There's no resistance, and you know, I think its price actions kind of telling us that too. Zillica coin. Yep, there you go, man. Yeah, we just talked about the best area value. If you could ever see this level again, it'd be nice. But you know, last night I know this hit. We bounced off this, and I know we didn't save, but wonderful moves up. Highest level of volume you've ever seen, right? Highest level right here. Highest level of positive momentum you've ever seen, and you're rivaling your relative strength. You're kind of double topping. You're not breaking any records there, but seeing the volume and the positive momentum like that shoot up is incredibly strong, and it only makes sense because we're in outer space with Matthew McConaughey into Jesus, man. Okay, so you know. Good stuff. It broke to the upside. I know we talked about last night. If it keeps testing this, that's going to be very, very good for ZIL. And guess what? Seems like the past 8 hours, we've had nothing but wonderful, wonderful gains. So how would we see any kind of target? Well, probably would want to do your Fibonacci, right? Get some fib extensions going. So we would just do, swing how to swing low from here. Have to. There's no other way to do it. Unless we have that wick there. Maybe we could do that wick. I don't know if that's going to work. I think we just do our previous high to previous low. That's, yeah, we'll just do right here. Okay, there you go. So, wow. Unreal. Yeah, you hit your 3618 and your you didn't even hit your 4236, but you did definitely hit that 2618, and from there, wow, we used it as a resistance, and then we tested it, and we just had another huge green candle. We're gonna see where we go from here. Let's look for some bullish development, right? Some bullish pattern development, like a bull pull, bull flag, the bull pull, bull flag. Let's get a measured move up once we get that consolidation set, okay? But when you break all-time highs, like we've seen with ONT, that thing can run and run and run, okay? So until it's done, until it starts forming huge bearish patterns, right? Like I think it was a head and shoulders maybe we saw on ONT eventually, but it all started with an ascending triangle. It was textbook. Beautiful reaction highs and lows. We talked about the best entry, and we got it. Multiple people got in on that. We talked about the measured move up, and then we talked about the 1272 fib extension. So wonderful stuff, man. Wonderful. Yeah, we had a 5-6 hour stream last night. It was like 4:20. We've had so many incredible trades this past week. Bitcoin was moving up. I mean, there was just so much to celebrate yesterday. It was just because the week was so wonderful. Let's look at OMG real quick. This is the next one on the list. And guys, if you're new in here, this show is created by you, the viewer. So. Hey, Maj DK, man, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. You're the real Jesus, man. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks, man. OMG, this is a little surprising, right, guys? We had a wonderful looking possible ascending triangle on our hands, and, I was a little sketched out. Remember, Brendan? We were sketched because we didn't have our candle bodies closed up here, so it may have been a tenuous ascending triangle if we had one, but nevertheless, yep, you get stopped out, no big deal. Your risk to reward was incredible. 10 to 1 risk to reward here. Couldn't be bothered by it. If we somehow could break back up here, maybe we'll rediscuss this, but for now it just seems showing a lot of weakness here. And did we have any sort of divergence? No, not really. We showed tons of bearish divergence here, right? See that? Just very weak. And then we never... See, we're making lower lows, okay, than our previous lows, and we're making stronger levels of negative momentum, and that's a bad sign for the bull, right? And so from here, showing tons of weakness, we came down, we hit that 30 like perfectly, and we bounced off of it, and we're still, let's see where we're at. We're at 39, very, very weak on the RSI, so we're showing lots of weakness on both our indicators, and we broke a pattern that we were developing. So tons of weakness for OMG. You better just keep your eye on it on this one. So we talked about looking left. We said incredible levels of resistance. If we could ever break this, we would have a nice run up, okay? Because we topped here, and we also looking left. We topped here. We could not break this area. It seems this is a very well-respected area. So we'll see what happens next. Just have to keep our eye on it. Seems like that ascending triangle was not as strong after such a nice run. So we'll see. So OMG, guys. Aeon was next on the list. Someone was like, what's Aeon doing? I don't know, man. What is Aeon doing? Aeon's being crazy, man. Man, we, look, TradingView, we're having tons of issues with it right now. We've recharted all these coins, and they just keep coming back because we had to figure it out. I mean, we did, but you have to save everything manually now. It's unbelievable. So I think obviously what we have going on, we spring cleaned this, of course, and we had some sort of a parallel channel, right? Let me show you real quick what we had going. Okay, it was something like this. Yep, something like that. Extend this somewhat. So we just broke that area, crazy enough, okay? And the rising wedge, we broke down to the rising wedge. You get it, okay? So look how you tested that heart line so wonderfully. My God, giving so much validity to this this channel. And from there, you know, Golden Cross happened on the 12th of this month. But we just broke an area. Be careful at these levels, okay? Be very, very careful. These areas don't like being disrespected like that. So even if we extend this, I think we can get another touch. Yeah, look at that. We get another touch right there. Wonderful, right? So multiple touches here, multiple touches on the top and bottom. So very well respected pattern. If we do our Fibonacci, I don't know. I guess we could just do it from the all-time highs, right, to get our targets. See where we're at on our retrace. Okay, so we have, yeah, we're approaching the 50%. I feel like the way this is going, you know, I wouldn't say, obviously you wouldn't buy now, but where this could be marching, if it comes back down in here, hits the bottom, great buy opportunity down here. Low risk, high reward opportunity here. But this thing could be marching to the 50% in the 618. Commonly, that happens. Good targets, always good targets. Okay, great areas to take some profit if you are in Aeon. But good volume. I mean, pretty decent volume on this break to the upside, breaking out of this little channel. But again, channels love being respected. Don't disrespect the channel, guys. So we'll see how long this lasts. If it's just a pumpy dumpy, right, we come right back into the channel. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll know. But lots of strength. But unfortunately, right now, see, this is the thing. On your RSI, you're showing bearish divergence. Right? You had a high, then you made a higher high, this spike you had, and look where you went. You topped out at 67, and when you made your lower high right here, you were at 69.70. So bearish divergence on this indicator right there, not telling us very good things, but decent amount of positive momentum. I mean, higher than your last spike, but honestly just matching the one before that. So a little bit of Class C bearish divergence. So showing some weakness on your indicators, breaking out of this, you know, so keep your eye on it, but I don't know how long this is going to last, okay, for Aeon. All right, that's it, man. Let's go to Tronics. Oh, Tronics, man. The meme coin of our time. Justin, son to Jesus, man. And you broke down. Oh, my goodness. Michael, if you're in here, man, wonderful. You did it, man. You did. This isn't over, okay? This isn't over like you'd think it would be, okay? Just because we broke down, we had a lot of altcoins break down, and it had a lot to do with the Bitcoin price action, okay? Everything's sensitive to Bitcoin, but we did literally talk about when we got up here. Remember, Class A bearish divergence on your RSI when we were up here. We said this the last time we analyzed this coin. Just go back in our stream last night, and we talked about it. So, you know. You had your two profit-taking levels here, and then you had your measured move of your wedge. We didn't quite make it to the measured move. We were pretty freaking close. But again, this is not over. You're making a higher low than your previous lows. Okay, so honestly, you could stay in this, and a good buy opportunity would be down here. If we could ever get back down here. This is what our Patreon, we bought in down here at 505, wherever that was. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see it. Yep, 505. Our stop loss up here like that. And we talked about multiple profit-taking levels on the journey up. So now what you could do is if we ever hit that level again, wonderful area to possibly get in, the low-risk, high-reward opportunity. Okay, so what could be happening? You know, so unfortunate. You know, we didn't hit that measured move. That would have been our third reaction high, and we could have said, "Hey, nice-looking ascending triangle action, beautiful, very large pattern. If we could make it happen." But no, nevertheless, you make a lower high, you break down. If you can hold this level here, that bodes so freaking well for the bulls, showing all that accumulation, and come up here again. We could come down here, or we could just go straight through it and moon up. And you know, we talked about the measured move of this. If it was in fact a legitimate ascending triangle, the measured move would be up at 985 if it ever happened. So we're keeping our eye on that day and night. Tronics, good pattern development. Broke out of a 2-month, 3-month long correction phase, making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so things have changed for Tronics, and you know, this pullback was very much expected with our indicators. It told us this. Okay, volume dropped off too. So that's it. That's Tronics, guys. Just wait for it. Wait for a good buying opportunity down at this ascending trend line, or if you're still in this, just hang tight. Just hang tight. But you had opportunities up here to shave some off, and you should have. Okay, that's Tronics. Let's go to Verge. Did anything save? Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe, probably not. Well, that's not it. Some of it saved, not all of it. But look, talked about here we had this downward sloping channel. We broke out of it. We fell below it. We used it as a resistance. You can see we broke back into it. We used it as support. Then we just had too much weakness and fell below it. And now we're testing that 200 MA again. We used it as a support briefly. Then we used this as a resistance. Now we broke below it finally. For the first time, we've broken below the 200 MA. First time since, what, the 26th, it seems like, when this thing had just gotten started. So, right, and this didn't really count. Let's talk about the real first time we fell below. You come up and you get above it for a second, then you break down. This is a little bit different. This is we'll see what happens on this, but it's not good. I mean, you might be double bottoming here, okay, maybe, but you better hold this level here. This is a previous high. This is a critical level of support. You better not fall below this, I'm telling you. And we already talked about riding the waves, how to trade trends. And every time you make a higher high and you break a previous high convincingly, you move your stop loss up slightly below that previous high that you broke. And then if you'd have done that, you'd have gotten stopped out right here at 979 or 975. So these right here, these are just legs we had. So you had this, first off, you know, you had this higher high, or this higher low, excuse me, and it was an angle, right? An angle of our trend, and then too many buyers came in, right? We had high levels of volume that institutions coming in, and that changed the angle, right, of our ascending trend line. So all of a sudden we legged up, and so these are great supports on the ride up, right? It can be, and of course we legged up once again, right? We won't even draw that. It's insane. But what happens is when you come down, they're terrible. When you start having corrections like this, they're terrible, very weak, tenuous supports, and we just blasted right through it. You can see we tested it a couple times as support, and then we used it as resistance as well. So it's very real. But again, the 735 area is going to be critical for you. You better hold above that. Really, if you don't even want to get in trouble, you might as well just break back above the 200 MA and get back into this channel and use it as support and start making higher highs. You better do that real soon, okay? So that's Verge. It's had a wonderful run, but Pornhub, it will be forever written down on the charts as the Pornhub fiasco right here. So that's Verge, man. AE was next on the list. Guys, if you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. You could be doing anything, but you choose to do TA with me. Okay, man? So be careful. These areas, head fakes, we broke right back down into this channel, okay? Right back down into it. You're below the 20 and the 50 now. You had your golden cross way back, end of March. So don't really have that going for you anymore. No momentum there. So, but you know, it's not good. You even broke probably an ascending trend line right here, right? You had that and you just broke it. Now you're below it, probably using it as resistance. So wonderful rounding action we had, but we did say this 2400 area, you got to break and hold above that. If you do that, you will see an incredible run up, because we don't really have, these are what we call minor swing highs. They don't count. If you look at the daily, they're completely gone. So hey, Nubile Gaming, thanks so much for that sub on Twitch. You the real Jesus, man. Thanks so much, brother. Means everything, man. Any contribution you make to this stream gets reinvested to produce better quality of content for you, the viewer. So thanks so much, dude. You the Jesus, man. All right, so we tried, but we failed once again. Every time we've come up to this area, we just can't break it. It is such a strong level of resistance. But I digress to say that we have some sort of ascension, right? We have some sort of accumulation here. Okay, wow, I didn't even, interesting. Very interesting. Let's look at it differently, guys. Let's look at it a little different, okay, man? So to me, this looks somewhat like, what does that look like, guys? Got these reaction highs, okay? You just can't break this area. There's a huge sell wall up here. George Soros and all his silver. You got very, very close to a good buying opportunity. Interesting. Wow. Huh. What would the measured move be here if we broke that? My God, it'd be amazing. Where would we do it? Right here? Yeah, that's pretty much your area of resistance. So 800. Wow. But we know this would be real. This would make a lot of sense just because we know there's really no resistance besides the miniature swing highs, and those are just not real major resistances at all. They're very weak. There you go, man. Unreal. What? That's an insane move up if we could get it. Seriously. Nothing else up here. Here's a swing high up here. So yeah, and we just say, you know, for the sake of clarity here, anywhere along this line is your best area one could buy if they wanted the best value for their dollar on trade. Okay, right here. See that? Beautiful, man. Beautiful. So yeah, that's it. That's AE coin. Before AE. Aeon maybe. Okay. Awesome. That's AE coin. Let's see if, I mean, look, it kind of hit that area, that little buy area, so you can get one more shot. You're clearly showing accumulation. That is a certainty at this point. ADA. Cardano. Guys, we've been going 45 minutes now. Hope you're having a good one. Oops, wrong ADA. Excuse me, guys. Ooh, you broke that channel. Broke the channel. Couldn't hold it, but look at you're holding off this symmetrical triangle measure move. Unreal, man. Look at that. Right there. Wow, look at that. Holding that area right there. Dang, man. It's not been good for these altcoins. They're breaking out of these channels. That's okay, man. That's like fine. Not a big deal. You have to consolidate unless if you want to. Not much you can really do about adjusting. All right, we just had this great area. You just fell out of it. Showed hey, I mean, it makes sense too. Look, we had a high here, then a higher high. Complete bearish divergence. You made a higher high than this high on price, but look at the level of positive momentum. Impending reversal. We got it. We got it. Look at that. You were holding above 60 on the RSI. You couldn't hold it. Look, you broke down below it. It was just a nice area that you were holding above on this run up and just snapped it. And now you're right at 50 on the dot on your RSI. So it's what it is, man. We just talk about low risk, high reward opportunities, and here, like a few others we've seen, the altcoins are just getting kind of wrecked today. Looks like Bitcoin's moving down a little bit. Seems like, yep. It's currently at its session low of the 4-hour candle right now. I'm looking at it on another chart. So it's not good, man. We'll be looking at that in about 11 minutes. We'll be going back to Bitcoin to Litecoin, or excuse me, Bitcoin to US dollar.
Enjoyed the stream last night. Ken and their buddy. Wondering if you have done / could you do art and nails?
Okay, hey, Mission Control, can you tell me what Tommy requested? Thanks, brother, for that $5 contribution. You to Jesus, man. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate all your support. You know I do, man. So, Mission Control is going to get with me. It was cut off on the screen. I couldn't see what coin you would possibly requested. So, Mission Control, help me out, man. So with ADA, we think that despite any of this stuff going on, I think we've had a trend reversal on our hands. We went through a 3-month-long correction, okay? And we think that we should see at some point in the within the next few weeks to month hitting the 54.42 area, the 63.28 area, based on our price action, making higher highs, higher lows consistently. Looks really good. Short term, whatever, peanuts. Peanuts. If you got in down here when we made our first video, or not our first, we made a billion videos on ADA, but when we made our video on things are turning around for ADA, you have an opportunity here to buy. That was a freebie. That was, it's on our main YouTube page. We did a video on it, so before it broke out. So you had your opportunity. If you were one of those fine folks, I think you could just continue moving your stop loss up. Okay. Right now, you could probably move your stop loss up to 29.71, and you'd be fine. right? That would protect tons of capital in case anything happened crazy, okay? So yeah, you're in the green deeply if you got in on this trade when we looked at it before it broke. So these are the targets for the longer term: 54.42, 63.28. Wonderful stuff, guys. 88. ETC, Ethereum Classic. This was one that I think we recharted this and it got erased. Yeah, man. Shoot, man, look at that. Hit our targets pretty well, right? That didn't change, did it, guys? Huge tank right there. Lots of volatility. Insane levels of bearish divergence. Guys, the histogram, do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. Okay, we were just, you're kind of like double, triple topping on your RSI, so you're definitely kind of showing some weakness up here. It's okay, but it really wasn't the indicator that would concern us as much as seeing higher highs, and you just keep making lower levels of positive momentum that completely gave us validity to know where this thing was eventually going to where it was going to go, and it retraced back probably about 78% of the way, right? So yeah, we bounced off that 200 MA. You just had, it's funny, yesterday you had a golden cross on ETC, your 50 crossover your 200, but now you're just tanking, right? And so highest level of negative momentum you've seen, wow, since the beginning of March. So it's been quite a while since you've seen any negative momentum like this. Lots of selling, okay? High rate of change, that's how you get your negative momentum. The rate of change versus time, that's the formula for momentum. So with that being said, what's in store for ETC next? Well, I mean, look, as long as you bottom out here, you're making technically a higher low than your previous lows, and that equates to accumulation. So nothing to really be worried about there, but awesome stuff. Those targets were hit on ETC. Very volatile coin, very volatile down here. It was hard finding that bottom. Well, we did. We knew where it'd be, but then we just went even lower and even made a lower low on our wick than our previous low, which is pretty insane. It's very hard to gauge that. When you have that kind of volatility, it really screws with you. So, golly, look at that. How we just wicked off that previous high. That's a good sign. You wick off your previous high like that. Great area to get in, low risk. Interesting. But the way the price action's working, where you broke down, bullish inside bar, that's nice, but from there, just, you've had 5 hours of just red at that point. So lots of weakness on this coin. Is there anything we can do about charting? I mean, maybe we can just get a little bit better scope of vision here, maybe. I don't like that. Let's see if we can, yeah, that looks pretty good. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense right there. Okay, so think about it. We had it charted like this. Let's just get rid of these real quick so people can see. Okay. All right, so we had these areas, okay, we had our plot points, and so if we already had this charted, 1, 2, 3, okay, fine, we'd have had it like that. Then we couldn't break it, then we broke it, tweezer double top, complete reversal signal. You better learn your tweezer double top. And then from there, that tweezer double top on the 4 hour, we had 4, 8, 12, 16 hours of red in a row. It's all this morning and last night. So these areas, I'm telling you, these channels are bad areas to buy. Good areas of value down here, though. Very good areas of value. Bad, good. So you buy down, one could buy down here, sell up here, buy down here, sell up here. Okay, head fakes. This is for all you breakout buyers that think you're so amazing. This is what happens to you most of the time. This is what happens to you. Oh my God, we did it. We're breaking out. We have 4 hours to think about it and make the wrong move, and then tweezer double top and break down all the way back down the bottom of the channel, holding the bag. Okay, yeah. Why would you be buying into something so high? First off, tweezer double top with Class A bearish divergence. Unreal, unreal. So that's it, man. And really, how are we looking? Oh yeah, look, we just extend this out. Ah, this makes even more sense, does it not, ladies and gentlemen? Look, we had our channel here. All we did was extend it out, and we see what we hit. We hit the top of an insane level of resistance that extends to our all-time highs. Interesting. Interesting indeed. That's okay, though. So you failed here. All right, well, as long as you can keep accumulating, every time you make a low, you make a higher low. That means there are more coin holders in this security. So just have the golden cross. We'll see if we can just hold these levels, because if we do, we're going to get, it's obvious, you're getting some sort of pseudo-symmetrical triangle right here. You're getting price contraction. You're getting squeezed in. You will be making a pop to the upside or downside very, very soon. And based on our price action, I mean, we're not really making higher highs. I get it. You're kind of rounding out a little bit. Okay, you're starting to make better moves on your price action, but still, you can't break your previous highs. It just doesn't look good. This is definitely one to put on the watch list and just stare at it, you know, just to have it as your top 1 or 2 coins to look at. Seriously, because there's so much promise here. This thing, if it breaks out, okay, we see some good volume, some buyers come in, breaking out of a channel this substantial, touching all-time highs and our second all-time highs, right here. If we can break that, we see a very, very nice run-up, okay? It's nice. It's really nice, okay? We'll see what we can do, man. Okay, that's ETC. Write it down. Put it on your watch list. Keep an eye out for it. We're going to keep our eye out for ETC, Ethereum Classic. Keep it classic. That's their slogan or something. I don't know. E&J. No, we have 2 minutes till 2 minutes to the top of the hour. And what we do, guys, we do a local on the 8s at the top, right next to the top of the hour, because of the, I guess, the 4-hour candle. Yeah, we're an hour off because we had that stream last night. So normally we start at 3 Eastern. So coffee keeping me alive today, guys. Keeping me freaking alive. It's unreal. I'm gonna scroll through chat real quick. Haven't looked at it in a minute. About 35-40 minutes. I haven't looked at chat, so sorry about that, guys. We just try to get to the coins that you request, right? Doing okay. Awesome, Rams. I'm glad you're learning. Thanks for the feedback. Let me know. Oh, wow. Nice bounce for Bitcoin right there. Dang, that was a huge bounce, right? It's a $50 bounce right there. Goodness. That's right, Frank. Back on YouTube. Yeah, we are getting stream sniped by TradingView. So, Sarthak, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Untamed Feast, how am I feeling today? I'm okay. I'm a little, you know, rough around the edges, I guess you could say, but I'm living, I guess. I'm a lumberjack today, evidently. Storm for Carlos. We'll put it on the list, man. How about that? Storm had a wonderful little breakout. Can we check out Gas, Alan? Hey, man. Gas was looking awesome. I know everything's kind of corrected today. That's okay. It happens. That's right, Stuart. 5 hours, man. Steam. Steam put it on the list. Brandon. Tommy wants Nano and ONT. All right, man. It's that time again. So, guys, you know how we do it. It is now time for your local on the 8s. Okay, man. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick. Oh, I like this song. I love this song. Alright, so Nothing's really changed on the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin to US dollar, Bitfinex exchange, Class A bearish divergence. This wedge pattern is a bearish pattern. And then we also have the divergence that we're not wanting to see. See, you made an insane high, right? A nice move up, short squeeze that destroyed all the shorts. And we have George Soros to thank for that. And then we had this nice spike in positive momentum. And then we made a higher high. When we made this higher high than our previous high, we had substantially lower levels of positive momentum. Bearish divergence, the strongest form. Didn't really show weakness on the RSI, but sometimes you're not going to. So we had a bearish pattern developed with our bearish divergence. It's normally not a good thing, okay? It's normally not a good thing at all. So, and you know, what did we do? We fulfilled the destiny of the falling wedge measured move that we've been developing since, well, the beginning of March. We broke out of that the first time, the beginning of April. So about a 1 month long pattern developed on Bitcoin, okay? And from there, we've made our measured move. We've done it. So now what's next for Bitcoin? Well, here's the thing. Here's the good news, bad news. So we got a rising wedge pattern. It kind of sucks, you know, no bueno, right? But, you know, we measured the measured move of this falling wedge if we break out of it, and it looks like 79.12 is going to be the damage that's done from this wedge. If the TA is completely respected, we should hit this level, 79.12. And, you know, that's right at a level of support. Okay, that's right at an area where we just were a couple days ago. On the 17th, we were at that level. So is that really a big deal? What does that do? All that does is give us another higher low than our previous low, higher low, consistent higher lows. And you know what? Consistent higher lows. So what happened when we came back down to this level? Well, we made a higher low than here. What does that mean? That means there's more Bitcoin holders here than here. And every single time we broke down, we had a beautiful rising wedge, easiest short of our lives. It broke down, made that measured move. Is beautiful. Oh my God. And look, we had this chop. We figured we'd break down again. But here's the thing. Right here, the measured move, we didn't hit the measured move. We showed tons of selling weakness. Okay, the sellers could not push the price down, showed indecision, and that's when we said, okay, we also had bullish divergence, Class A right there, and that's when we said, hey, looks like we should be seeing a move up soon, and we got it, and we got that breakout. But when we broke out, we formed a rising wedge pattern on very, very low volume. It was like 2 weekends ago, and then from there just tanked out of it, easy short. But then, what did we do? Again, showed much selling weakness. Okay, we used this old area of resistance, a very strong area of resistance. We then started using it as support. We never broke back down into this channel or wedge pattern. And so we started moving up. And then we took a look at the US, or the Bitcoin to US dollar shorts chart. And we noticed how it was making multiple rising wedges upon rising wedges and kept breaking out, defying gravity on the charts. And we said, you know what? George Soros is going to come in here and he's going to clean all the shorts out. Viking Night, 3K subs, boom. Next morning, like Christmas Day. And then from there, we literally drew this. Remember MK Honey, how we drew this? We said, oh yeah, we'll just get some upward sloping flag stuff, okay? And then we'll shoot up, and then we'll do it again. Well, in reality, what happened was we formed some sort of fake, some foul head and shoulders pattern. We disrespected it. We couldn't find the sellers needed, and then we moved up again. And then from there, the bottom of this pattern, we shot up again. And that's kind of what happened. So rising wedge is formed. Doesn't seem like the measured move is going to be so severe, but anything's possible after that. Okay, we have to see pattern development and see what happens. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Went a little too extensive there, but I think new people in here probably appreciate that. So I feel like Will Ferrell in Old School after the debate. Do y'all remember? He's like, oh, I blacked out. What happened? That's the way I feel just now. Whew. All right, let's go to Litecoin. Holding off the 50. Double top action. Bearish divergence. Triple Class A bearish divergence. Bearish divergence on your RSI. Tons of weakness. Breakdown from the weakness. And no way do you have any form of optimism. I mean, besides the fact that right here, if you were to bottom out, you'd be making a higher low. That's all you, but you don't know that yet. That's the sad thing about Litecoin. It's like, oh, we don't really know if we're moving on the upside yet. Because look, I mean, these are your lowest lows. You double bottomed here. Okay, that doesn't mean trend reversal always. Most of the time it does not mean a trend reversal. It just means, hey, you double bottomed. This was the confirmation that people needed on the double bottom to buy. Traders do that. So we saw the nice move up, but look what we did. We came right up to this area and we couldn't even touch it. We couldn't even test this previous area of resistance like we did the first time. So you're actually showing tons of weakness making lower highs. Terrible, man. Terrible. So, hey, that's all good though. We still made money on this. No problem, man. We found the bottom, right? But now we're just breaking down again. No golden cross going on. 20's about to cross over your 200 and get back into bearish MA style, right? That's the way it looks when you're bearish. You have your 200 above your 20 and your 50. So that's it. No volume. The volume's just been blah ever since the 20th of February. Hadn't seen any kind of real movement. No major players been in here buying and selling. So nothing like Ethereum though. Ethereum's looking like a darling, isn't it? Looking wonderful. As we're gonna do, move on to that because this is just ugh. Oh my god, did I have my music up too loud? We'll check it out. No, I think we're okay. At least the song's good, so you can tolerate it, right? Yeah, you broke. Remember we just said you broke this area of support, and now it looks like you're kind of showing some strength. Every time you look, you're breaking down, and the buyers are coming in at the end, rallying the price back up, doing it again, right? On this candle, you're breaking down, and the bulls are rallying you up. It looks like you have some strong levels of accumulation going on. You have that, okay? Well, with whatever happens here, you're making a higher low than your previous lows. Higher lows than your previous lows. Higher lows than your previous lows. You see what I'm saying? The difference between Litecoin and Ethereum is quite significant. Unlike Litecoin, Ethereum has broken out of its channel that extended from all-time highs. Litecoin's still well within it. Can't even touch it. Can't even test the resistance like Ethereum did here, right? So, wonderful little falling wedge pattern that we broke out of. And from there, we've just been running. Symmetrical triangle, you broke to the upside, Patreon, to Jesus, man. So hit 50% in the 618. And if you look left, we've already talked about it. Historical levels of resistance are upon us. This is where we are right now on price. Okay. So that's it, man. See if we can break that. If we can, we're just going to keep running, and we think that if we can just get back to business as usual, if the volatility calms down with Bitcoin, we could see that 73,302 area very easily on Ethereum to Bitcoin. Okay, and that's what 7.3% of a Bitcoin. So remember one time we used to be 10% all the time? Yeah, lots of strength being shown right here, bouncing off that 20 MA twice. Wonderful. In this breakdown, we had a little bit of foreshadowing with a very slight amount of Class A bullish or bearish divergence. Excuse me. You had that bearish divergence also here on the RSI, so we saw that. But man, the bounce back has been wonderful, much different than Litecoin completely, and a lot of alts. Golden Cross happened on the 16th of April, so good stuff, man. Okay, gonna get back to the coin requested by you, the viewer. You guys make the show, I just do the TA. E and J was the next one on the list. Weird enough, E and J. Boy, if we didn't call the target right on that one, didn't we? My God. Jeez, man. This one's like ETC, is it not? And we have to redo this one too, because we didn't save at all, did we? Jeez, man. Let's just redo all this then. Fine. Interesting. These wicks, man. Do you use the wicks or not? It's like, no, you disregard the freaking wicks, man. If you do, you still get a lot of validity there. Man, I don't think so. I don't like that. It's more like this. We got something like this going on. Symmetrical triangle, maybe? Mayhaps. Interesting. I get that, but maybe we can just do this. Probably look better. Interesting. Then something... No. Pretty clear level of resistance right here, though. So you can look back here and see that. Whoa, what happened? Alright, so, interesting. Good area of value, man. Right here, man. Right? Good zone. Low risk, high reward opportunity, possibly. If you were to break to the upside. The issue with this coin, you're not making consistent higher highs and higher lows like... Alright, just look at Inge for a second, okay? Look at Inge and let's go to another coin like ZRX or... I mean, look, I like this move, okay? This is a nice move up. That's your impulse to set the tone for this symmetrical triangle, giving it a hint of bullishness, right? But we know symmetrical triangles are neutral. So let's real quick, let me save this. I don't know how to... I'm going to look at BTS, just show you a coin that no one asks about anymore. I wonder why. Because the trade went wonderfully. BTS, just want y'all to burn this image in your mind, right? Notice how on this one, we had already bottomed out. We were making higher lows, okay? And we made a very nice move up, and we had the same type of symmetrical triangle stuff going on. And this was a wonderful trade with it for the Patreon, just beautiful and just kept running. But this is a little different because of the higher lows. Okay, let's go back to Inge. Also, ZRX. Let's also look at ZRX real quick. Same thing. Look, look. You made a low here. You bottomed out. Higher low, moved up. Right, beautiful. Okay, and then you have going back to ENJ. You kind of see what I'm talking about. I get that. Yeah, you're making a higher low. Yeah, in here, but you notice how you were already making consistent higher lows, and this one's a little shakier. But something good about it, I suppose, is you have some sort of wedge. It looks like you broke out of on Inge, right? Maybe. See, like it's a wedge pattern, maybe. Got everyone stopped out. Freaking wick, man, unbelievable. Okay, so had a wedge you broke out of. So this, honestly, when you break out of a wedge, the context is pretty nice. I feel like that you still have a pretty nice risk to reward ratio in the context here. Okay, so we could say if you did break to the upside, it'd be pretty nice measured move, right? My goodness. 450 measured move wherever you broke out. Say it was there, 450. Insane. Well, it's a very large pattern being developed. That's how it works. You break out of very large patterns, and with huge rates of change from the top to bottom, it's going to happen. There you go. Measure moves 2043. Getting the best area of value. If this thing fails, you can at least get in down here, sell some up here. If the trade fails, you get stopped out down here with profit. Your trade, look, the trade fails and you make money. Wonderful strategy. Okay. Okay, you still got a little bit of, I mean, let's check it out and see. Still have, even if you sold up here, you're getting a 4.2, I mean, over 3, 3.83, right? See, also a resistance area up here, multiple levels, here and here. Even if you were to get in down here, like, or up here, you have a wonderful risk to reward ratio, okay? And that's just like the trade, right? We're talking about the context of what's going on here. We're talking about we broke out of a huge falling wedge. We'd been in a correction mode for the past 3 months, and we're forming this symmetrical triangle off of a bullish impulse wave, right? Bullish. So that's the shot we're taking. This is small. This is peanuts. This is saying like, hey, we're going to do this in case the trade fails and we broke down, Bitcoin tanked, whatever. We could still take some profit here and preserve capital so we don't waste our time, opportunity cost, right? So we make a little profit, but then if we break to the upside, oh my goodness. 17-to-1 risk to reward. That's what we're talking about. So your strategy of taking some profit here, letting the rest ride for the windfall, wonderful strategy. You can't lose. You cannot lose. Okay? Good stuff, man. Decent little setup we got going if we can hit our entry positions, okay? Be to Jesus, man. Be to Jesus, okay? Guys, currently, we've been going 1 hour and 14 minutes now. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. It's Saturday. You could be doing anything, but you choose to hang out and do TA with me. Thanks for inviting me into your homes. Really appreciate you guys. I'm going to take a look at chat real quick. We've been busting our butts in here. Been busting. How many coins have we done now? A ton. Yeah, we got it, Tommy. They're on the list, man. We'll get there. We're working hard, man. Trying to get through all this stuff. Music's on point. Oh, thanks, Michael. What a stream snipe. What's up, Donna Ski? Thanks for being here, man. Keyboard, hello. Nah, neither of those are on the list. It's weird. WPR. I mean, look, we're putting them on the list, but it's going to be tough to get through those. I mean, we have a lot of coins, so we have to cover. We got Dash on the list, Guy Cubby. No problem, man. Thanks, Chaz. Song is dope. Scrolling through chat, guys. We're almost done. I got a dart in my neck? What does that mean? Oh, yeah, never mind. I love you, but you crazy, man. Sorry, I'm just behind on chat. That's just how it goes. National Socialist Party, what happened? Do we have Nazis in here, men? Get them out. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate your support and thanks for being here. We just got through chat, guys. We did it, man. We did it. Okay, so that's Inge coin. Moving on was the next one. XRP. Guys, XRP being to Jesus coin. We had to pull back like all the alts. Makes sense. You gotta do that. Volatility. It's part of it, man. Ooh. Hey. Look at that. Respected our flag. Bull pole bull flag, guys. Good stuff, man. Bounced off the 20. Bouncing off the 20 again. Strong. Very strong. You had the false breakout. Don't buy on the breakout without confirmation. You never got it. All you did was form some sort of inverted hammer. Hey, Danny Begree, man. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. You're the real Jesus, man. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks, dude. Wow, lots of strength being shown here. We did say we had bearish divergence. Very slight levels of bearish divergence. This is the way we did it. Look at our histogram wicks. Making a high here, then a higher high on our price, but then making lower highs on our positive momentum. That's all we needed to know, that there was some form of bearish divergence on a significant time scale. And not only that, we had higher highs on price and lower levels of relative strength. Another form of bearish divergence. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. We saw what happened after, but that's okay. Strength, accumulation, and honor. So what we're getting right now on Ripple, it's holding within this flag quite well. If it keeps doing stuff like this, maybe it breaks down once again if it wants to. That's okay, man. It seems like we're going to be moving to the upside. Hey, Derek, man, thanks so much for the follow on or sub on YouTube. You the Jesus, man. Got any questions about TA? Hit us in the chat of the Discord, man. Thanks so much, Derek. You Jesus, man. So, alright, so let's see if we can hold this. We talked about, I guess it didn't save. Bull pole bull flag, it's interesting. You know, you have these swing low, and this is probably where it all turned around. This was the swing low. So we could probably say, to be conservative and safe here, that if we do break out on confirmation, we do the measured move here. That'd be like 1523 measured move from the breakout. Say it's right here, hypothetically. 1523 would be the measure move. Right here. Okay, man. Good spot. 11,350 if we can get a break on this bull flag combination that we're developing right now. Okay, it's always good on the 4 hour when you see that, okay? Hey, Toy Channel, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. You the real Jesus, man. Can I have some toys, man, please? Toys for me and my family? Beautiful thing about Ripple, you know, we've just the levels of volume picking up, institutional buying most likely. As you can see, highest levels of volume, okay, on this breakout we've seen since back in the Great FOMO. Okay, so we're not rivaling per se, but just remember back here was when we had an $800 billion market cap for cryptocurrency, and then back here we have almost 400 billion. And now, hey guys, that is rising. It's getting back up there. Okay, so you're getting market participants. More market participants are rejoining the market. People are getting less and less scared about all the stuff going on. We may have found a bottom on Bitcoin based on price action alone. Okay, because look, every time you make a high or low, that signifies accumulation. That it signifies more coin holders, more security holders, which is just pronoun for coin holder, whatever. So all these coins are finding bottoms. Okay, if you look left, you can see this is where huge levels of volume came in. Okay, institutions buying Ripple, tons of them. Okay, so when all the dust settled, we made higher lows than our previous lows. Wonderful. Okay, highest level of positive momentum you'd seen since this little spike right here, pop and drop. Okay, highest level of relative strength you've seen on this run since the same little pumpy dump thing, right? The difference here was we weren't really making consistent higher highs and higher lows here. It was just a straight up shot, and then we tanked, and it took us 10 days to bleed out here, and then lower high, breakdown again, lower highs, lower lows. Then all of a sudden started bottoming out, rounding out, and we made a video about this, a lighting analysis, saying things might be done, the selling might be done for Ripple, and sure enough, here it is, moving on up. We talked about longer term fibs, okay, for Ripple, 50% 618, 14,786, 16,723. Very real possibility of making it to these levels, that we keep chugging along. We keep making bullish patterns, okay, bull flags, pennants. Let's look for ascending triangles soon. Let's look for continuous bullish patterns with nice volume levels, nice moves, and positive momentum and relative strength. Okay, one at a time. We couldn't break that 236. That's okay. Off the 236, we said we had to consolidate first, so we had more power. We had to reset our indicators. Fine. So from there, we're gonna make moves, consolidate. We've been doing that for a while now, I guess a day, and now at some point we should break to the upside and make that measure move. Okay, let's go look at the 1 day real quick. I want to see, because this might be a miniature swing low, so we might be screwing ourselves over being too conservative on a measured move of this bull flag. It might be down here, really. Okay, guys, the best way, and it doesn't really show up very well here. That's fine. So honestly, the swing low is down here for your bull pull. Okay.
Chris Dan tipped $10. As always, you're amazing. Thanks. Keep those Patreon trade setups coming.
Chris Dan, man, thanks so much for that $10 contribution. You're the real Jesus, man. Couldn't do it without you, wouldn't do it without you. Yeah, man, I'm going to do everything in my power. We got some really nice ones today we've already seen, so they'll be getting posted after the stream in just a little bit. Okay, man? Thanks, brother. Really appreciate that contribution. It always gets reinvested to make the quality of content better for you, the viewer. So, wonderful levels of strength on the daily for Ripple. My God, stair-stepping on positive momentum. RSI obviously has to cool off a little bit, but you reset. You're back. You're back at like 67, which is incredibly strong. It's not overbought anymore. Wonderful. Getting ready for another move up, okay? All day today, we've just been red. So, you know, and that candle's going to reset what, or it's going to close in 3 hours, 2.5 hours now. So we're just going to wait for it, but cool. No problem. Okay, this is great price action you're seeing. Love it, man. Love it. Great volume. Daily volume candle. Highest level of volume you had seen since the 11th of January. Talk about significance. Very, very significant, okay? Highest level of positive momentum you had seen since the Great FOMO. Highest relative strength you had seen since the Great FOMO. Can't tell me this isn't significant. Okay, guys and gals? Whatever. Don't assume my gender, Kappa. Alright, man. That's Ripple. Looking like the Jesus man. Just wait for it. See, the best area, if you wanted to ever get in on this, you feel like you missed the bus, this was it. That was a very low risk, high reward opportunity for Ripple. And let me just show you how would one trade. What's the best way to trade a bull pole, bull flag combination? Well, always the bottom. Always the bottom. That's why you try to get your 3 plot points for these things as soon as possible. You could have done this. Right here's the first plot point, second plot point, third plot point. That's all you needed to create this flag on your screen with your pattern, with your tool. And so guess what? If you'd had a limit buy down here somewhere, tight stop loss. Thing is, what traders do, traders will do that. One would buy down here, and then one would have a tight stop, and then one would shave off profit at the top. Weird enough, it's a very low margin of error. You can get screwed here and you won't make much, but that's what they do. They shave some off, they let the rest ride, so they made some money, and if the trade fails, they either break even on a stop out, or they break to the upside and get that windfall. You see what I'm saying? So, and guess what? We looked at that daily, the swing low's down here. This is where the swing low is. Remember, look at the daily one more time. Sorry, I'm staying on Ripple too much, but look, people are wanted, man. They want it. Look. There isn't a swing low until down here. This is it. That's an insane bull pole on the daily. Crazy, man. And here's the thing. You know what? I mean, the healthiest thing that you could see is a few more days of this up and down range bound, downward sloping range bound stuff, and form on the daily a bull flag. That would be even better than what you're seeing right now in the 4 hour. Man, that'd be nuts. Would love it. Okay. So that's Ripple, guys. That's Ripple. Could see an incredible measured move up if we get it, okay? But maybe we want to on the daily see a little bit more consolidation, okay? A few more days of right? I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it's for the sustainability of its long-term run. You do want to see that, okay? You do want to see okay? Consolidation. Okay, XLM was next on the agenda. Thanks again, guys, for being here. We've been going 1 hour and 26 minutes on this stream. How are we here? I don't even know. After a 5-hour stream last night with alcohol, we did it, man. We did it. Cool, man. Looks like some sort of a flag developing. Cool, man. Right? Maybe? Don't know if we could do that. I don't think we can, man. Interesting. Very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, right? So if you had it like that, you had already had it plotted, right? So you had 1, 2, 3 touch points. It was already like this, okay? Before any of this happened. So what happened? We broke down, got everyone stopped out that was trying to play this. Double bottomed, broke to the upside, and you've had, that 4 to 6 hours of bleeding, but look how you're bouncing off this area now, respecting it again. Interesting. Zoom out, you can see we're very, very good areas to take a shot here at this point. One could, anyway. This is for the memes, okay? So if you really, really wanted to be safe here, I mean, and you wanted to play this, it really depends. Sometimes you have to take higher risks, and the risk can be fine, but you're doing it in context, okay? You're doing it with a bull pole, bull flag setup, knowing what the winnings could be if we broke to the upside, what kind of measured move we could have. It'd be down here. My goodness. Let's do that real quick. What would the measured move be? Down here, swing low. Swing high, 1100 from the breakout, wherever that was, hypothetically, say right here, 1102. There you go. That would be your windfall. That's what you're playing into. You're playing into a bullish pattern. So you know your risk to reward kind of sucks, but you don't want to get stopped out of it because we double bottomed right on this wick. Like Rudy Poo, right? So, you know, you could take some profit here to protect yourself if one made it back up to this level, which is a very real possibility. This is a pretty large flag, and this could take days to develop or not, or a day. You know, it just depends. And I mean, you know, taking some profit here just to protect yourself in case the trade failed, you made money. That's the whole point. Okay, but if it doesn't fail, the windfall 10 to 1, 9.5 to 1 risk to reward. See what I'm saying? So it's all about context. That's why your risk to reward can be 2.5 and be kind of crap here. Okay, it can be kind of crap here just because you know what could really happen. Because one would be buying into a bullish pattern combination. Bull pull, bull flag. See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So that's it. That's XLM. Interesting. Interesting stuff, man. Okay. That's right, coffee day, my God. What's up, DJ Barrios? Yeah, man, we did Tronics. Question, what? What was the question, man? Stuart, what was the question, man? What's up, Crypto Nurse? Welcome, Melissa. Wow. Really? Sorry, just reading some of the comments. Y'all having a very good conversation in here. I love it. Untamed Feast was shopping for future porn coins. Wow. Okay, man. Okay, that's it, yeah. So everyone's just talking, having a good time. Love it. They want to know the entry point on XRP. Did I not do a well enough job of talking about how we could strategize on this, man? Ladies? Talking about if we could get some sort of descending double bottom down here. Right, let's just, for no confusion, real quick. You'll see it anywhere amongst this line, anywhere. And wherever that is, adjust your stop loss, of course, right? You know, if it's down here, don't have your stop loss up here. You know, just any, I wish I could have a slanted, oh my God. Could we do this? Could somebody patent this? Talking to TradingView and say, could we get a descending and ascending risk to reward tool? Can we even do that? Doesn't look like it. Nope. See if we can format this. Doesn't look like we can do anything, right? Dang. That'd be amazing though. An ascending, descending risk to reward. It'd be crazy, man. Because I can't give you an accurate stop loss area because it's a moving target, right? These are all moving targets. So if one could ever get, I don't know if you're gonna get back down here though. Look, your strength you're showing on the 20 MA like that. You broke down. You're now showing that. You're holding inside this area and the 20. Holding again right now. So, but regardless of anything, if you wanted the optimum entry, the optimum entry would be along this downward sloping trend line, okay, of the flag. Okay, that's it, man and ladies, whatever. All right, that's it. That's XRP. I'll wash my hands of this. That's all I can say, man. ZEC. Whew. So many coins. What is what Willy Wonka says? What does he say, guys? He says, so much time, so little to do. Kappa. Zcash. Same type of breakdown we had. Don't think anything got saved here either. Okay, let's see here. Looks like an upward sloping channel too, something like that. Yeah, look how you broke out. False breakout. Wick tier, higher high, much lower high on your positive momentum, bearish divergence, inverse Jesus man, and then just broke down. Be careful. Have your patterns drawn so you know what's going on. Gives you context. It gives you a scope of vision of where you are. You have ascending and descending supports and resistances all over the place all the time. And then when you factor that in with your crystal ball indicators, it gives you such a good understanding of what's coming next. Okay, so highest level of negative momentum you had seen literally since the 16th of February. Whew. Lots of rate of change, a big breakdown, real quick. Time versus the change in price. That is how you get your momentum, time, and rate of change. Some exchanges have those, they're called trailing stop losses, Nubile Gaming. They're real. They are real. They're just not on Binance. Sounds good, Stuart. We should do it, man. Can you help me with that? Thanks, man. What's up, Coach K? Let's go, let's go. What was it, Smashing Satoshis? You tried making a contribution a couple days ago on Twitch. You pay for bits, then send them through a comment, right? Yeah, like cheer and then however many bits or something. I think it does it for you automatically if you just click the little bit thing. But yeah, man. Thinkorswim, yeah, man. No, again, Nubile. I think a couple exchanges have them. I'm not sure which ones do, but yeah, it sucks. It's like, oh, you can't short on most exchanges and you can't have trailing stop losses on most exchanges, but you have to do a freaking VPN to get that. You know, it's just the barriers of entry on certain things, certain amenities. They're just not there. It sucks. I think that'll change over time, right? I think we'll start getting all those amenities and on other exchanges. I just don't know why not yet. You know, it's so weird. So I don't know for this. You know, it seems like I do understand you are in this channel, but things break down pretty bad. There are multiple previous highs that you've broken. You go back to your direct one right here. This is an area, 29,050, or 2.9% of a Bitcoin. So what's up, B-Slice? Thanks for being here, man. Well, I think Untamed Feast RDD coin is actually literally trying to be that, right? Red coin, and we do that in our giveaways every like 1,000 YouTube subs on our main channel we get. We'll do that. I don't know. I think we might do something special for our 1,000 subs on this channel, just cause why not? I mean, it's still not easy. No matter what, getting 1,000, your first 1,000 subs on any channel, no matter if it's an alternative live channel, you know, we're just doing this, and just in the meantime, we'll be going back to our main YouTube page as soon as we get that. Yeah, we can as soon as we can, right? And that's going to take maybe another month or so. I don't know. Yeah, I would never, ever think about a diamond forming on the 15-minute chart as reliable, ever, Ash. Even if it was real, I'd say I don't care. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at all. Yeah, Arkad, absolutely. EOS could be another ZIL no resistance. If it breaks above its all-time highs, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Arkad. That's what happens. They go, that's why they talk about mooning, going to the moon, because when you break a resistance, that's exactly where you go. So I don't know, this coin, yeah, that huge breakdown, multiple areas, right? You could take one could take a swing for the best value, obviously right there, or here, with a tight stop set up, of course. Okay, something like that for Zcash. Don't know if you're going to see that, though. Who knows? But that's your best area. Zcash, yeah. POA. Haven't looked at this in a while, I don't think. Guys, we made it. Remember we said wait for it, wait for the money to come. We almost made, oh my god. Look how close we got. Oh, that grinds my gears, man. Grinds my gears. Look at that. We were off our limit by like 20 Satoshis. Well, there you go. SPOA had a nice move up, and we just said, oh, well, yeah, well, boat's been missed on this one. If you ever wanted to get a crack at this, a great level of value would be down here, the level we broke, right? And that's it. Could never hold above this level. We tried so hard, we broke back down, broke up again, made lower highs than our previous highs with bearish divergence, and then just broke down from there, and then almost hit the limit buy, but just didn't quite do it. Just, you could still just wait, right? That's POA. Almost hit that entry. Man, so close. LSK. Yeah, that measure move never got hit, did it? Yeah, this is one of those quick stop outs because of the Bitcoin. Remember, this day was when Bitcoin shot up. That was the short squeeze day, and it just stopped everything out. You got stopped out right into Bitcoin pumping up, so you didn't lose any money. You made money regardless of anything. It just happens. Stuff like that, the algorithms get freaked out, and they just make huge volatile spikes like this. And shot back up, came up here, and then broke out, but then topped out right here. Could never make higher highs. And so, yeah, you just had your golden cross 2 days ago, the golden cross, but huge move down, not good at all. You never want to see that. LSK is showing a lot of weakness, but something we can maybe do now to get a better scope of vision, start rechart all this, right? So yeah, the symmetrical triangle, we know that. Okay, wedge broke out, really, right? Yeah. So looks like another channel's forming, right? Or ooh. Interesting. What, man? Oh, that's not good. You had something like this, and look what happened. You broke below it. Ooh, that's bad. Huh. Interesting. Not good at all. Hey, look how you're bouncing off the 200 MA. Look, you were once using it. Look, 1 time, 2, 3, 4 times. You use it as resistance. Okay, you broke above it. You use it as support. You moved up. You hit this area. Couldn't break it. Broke down. You're bouncing off it, double bottoming off the 200 MA. That's good. But your issue is you're below this area. You can't. You're using it as resistance. If you zoom in close enough, you can see twice. Use it as resistance. Not good there. Having some issues, and so it looks like maybe bearish consolidation's going on. Multiple things to think about on this coin, okay? Very, very interesting. One could say it's just an upward sloping channel. Doesn't really matter. Fact remains, this trend line would be exactly the same. So if it was an upward sloping channel, you're still out of it. You're still not in it. So yeah, gotta keep your eye on LSK. I'm gonna set an alert up. If I got any more, I'll make an alert. We hear the beep, that means we're breaking back into this area, showing strength. That's a good sign. You can break out, it happens. Yeah. LSK, alright. Interesting. Dash. This was a wonderful coin to trade for a while. Yeah, beautiful symmetrical triangle. Look at that, man. You had a stop loss a little bit lower here. And look, the wick came down at our stop loss. Oh my God. It just wicked down to stream snipe, came up, and look at the run. Look at the breakout to the upside. So, look where you hit that. Look how you respected this TA. Let me zoom out and show you. I know Russell Scott asked about this the other day. And we said, look at the TA respect. All-time highs. Resistance. Downward sloping channel. Been in it since 21st of December. My God. You hit it. You could not break it. You tried, and now you're breaking down. How about that, Russell Scott? How about it, man? Remember when we were up here and we're saying, I don't know, man, be careful. Having issues. I think it was right here. So you broke, head faked, you couldn't hold it, topped out, double top, and broke down from there. So TA has been respected once again. Highest level of negative momentum you've seen since literally February 13th. What was going on February 13th? Right here. Huge tankage. Or right here, anyway. That's okay, though. I mean, you had really nice positive momentum. You got to retrace. What? I mean, it's not that big a deal at all. It's not a big deal at all. So, what's the retrace? Guess we could say that's the swing low. Shoot, man, you haven't even had a 30%, 38% retrace yet. I mean, not a big deal. It's common. You retrace, no big deal. You could retrace 50% of the way. That's going to be down here, right here. Decent area of value would be here. Very decent area of value, right there. 47,613. That's a 50% retrace from swing low to swing high, and it's a good area of value. An old resistance that we broke. So you come down, you never really hooked off of it, right? So you come down, you hook off of it, and you break to the upside and break out and see higher highs. That would be a wonderful scenario that could very well play out. Could very well happen. Okay? See how it goes, man. Set a pretty loose stop. I mean, what one could do is, like, it comes down here and breaks to the upside here, and you could shave a little off here in case it fails again. But, my God, the, looks like you're flagging, maybe? Hard to say, right? Bull pull, bull flag? That's interesting, right? Bull pull, bull flag, downward sloping channel action, right? After a nice impulse up. Bull pull, bull flag. I like it. I like it a lot, man. That's nice. That's really nice. Dash is showing a lot of strength right now. That pattern, it's very good. That's Dash. Okay, man. No, I'm on a standard scale. I'm on linear, not on log scale. Look, I mean, I'm being pinpoint accurate here. It did break, but it broke back down into the channel right here. Look, it did break, but it's back. So if you look, pinpoint accurate, all time out. Okay, let's move that just a little bit. I think that's going to make a difference right there. Yep, still didn't matter. Didn't matter what happened. Okay, we're below it. So, thanks, Skyward One. Appreciate you, man, and thanks so much for all the contributions last night. It was unbelievable. We had records broken for contributions, so really appreciate y'all. Y'all are all the Jesuses, man. Every one of you. Y'all are amazing. Well, Sky Cubby, man, I don't know what to tell you. Look, I mean, what else can I do besides show you literally my touch points? It's on the, look, it's linear. It's not logs down here. I'm looking at it. Log is not clicked. If it was, all my charts would be messed up right now. This is linear scale, touch point 1, 2, here. Those are my touch points, the highest highs, right? And come on down here, and here it is. That's it. That's it, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm trying to help. I don't know. I mean, if it broke out for you, okay, that's your chart. I'm just saying on my chart, it did not. And we looked at this like a microscope. Very, very high. Highest high. Sit, man. Okay, that's a dash. We'll pull bull flag maybe. See what happens. Winded gas. Not been easy. Whew. Look at the buying opportunity. Oh, look at that. Got a lot going on, okay? So you've got this upward sloping channel. It's a very, very large one, okay? We just talked about we need to break down on the upward sloping flag stuff. So I don't know if this is this could be bearish, right? It could break down from there. Okay, and so you know, I mean, honestly, you could have something going on. This doesn't make sense. It's like you've already broken out of a channel like this, so I'd like looking at it like this. So. Okay, respecting that channel that we plotted quite well. I mean, look at that. The touches are freaking pinpoint accurate. Being respected like that. It's unreal. And these are the low risk, high reward opportunities you're looking at, right? I mean, you're saying we probably did this last night. I know we did. Hey, y'all remember? What was it? Who was it? Michael? Michael's like, hey, could you let us know? Oh, wow. Did our alert not save on this? Because I know someone was like, hey, can you let us know when we get down to that level? If we do, we set an alert up. And I see it right here. Knowles. Look. See it, Knowles? Right here, Knowles. I never got an email. I never got a beep. Unbelievable, man. 4.46 to 1 risk to reward, right? That's what people do. They look, and this is like a ascending double bottom, right? Dang, man, you got that twice. You had multiple opportunities there, so you might get another one. But again, this might just break down based on this move here. It's nasty. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Where are we at on our fibs? Support fibs. $618. Couldn't break that 618. So you're just in the middle here. You're in the middle of the 618 and the 786. Weird. It seems like you're struggling with that 618 area. You know, the 62% sale on Knowles. I don't know if people are finding value or not. Lots of volatility between the 786 and the 618. Well, it's really between the 786 and the 50%. You're just showing some sort of price contraction too, maybe? Right? Something like that? Huh. I see that as well, don't y'all? So if we could break this, honestly, this may be a decent area, but you might be better off trying to wait, okay? Waiting for down here, if that's the case. Anywhere down here. Pretty sweet right there, man. Great little buy opportunity. Screw this. Screw this thing, man. Just wait. This is your best area of value. This is not your best area of value. I'd like to see a breakdown. Hit this area again. 2 times now. Symmetrical triangle action. Insanely large symmetrical triangle. Yeah, man. That'd be it, man. And this is such a large triangle, Kappa, that you could actually sell tons up here and make an insane profit. Insane risk to reward ratio. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Hello? Is anyone there? Sweet. Okay, man. Huge symmetrical triangle. Rate of change. Everything's contracting in. Let's see if we can break that channel we're currently in and break down. Let's see it happen. Make it happen. Wonderful. Alright, that's it. It's Knowles. Guys, we've been going 1 hour and 53 minutes now. If you've been enjoying this live stream, this education, these trade setups, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Whew. Kind of dying right now. All right, let's go to in cash. No, NEO to Ethereum. Oh my God! Wow, that's really bad. It's really, really bad. But you could be still in this though, right? Still could be in this. Talked about the double bottom that happens. You do this, you can come right back into this. I'm telling you, I've seen it a billion times. That's why we set our stop loss so loose here, because the risk reward was so great. I'm telling you, that pattern right there, that triangle, don't mess around with that. I'm telling you. So it's a good thing. It's a very bullish sign. And hey, you know what? Still in it. Let's just see what happens. NEO to Ethereum. And I wonder what it was. Was it the fact that Ethereum's doing so well, right? Ethereum's doing so well, so NEO's doing fine, but it's losing valuation because Ethereum keeps running. I believe that might be the reason for this, right? If we here's Ethereum, or excuse me, NEO to Ethereum. So let's going back to Ethereum real quick. Yeah, it's showing just so much strength. If Ethereum would break down a little bit, then NEO would probably be going up, but this thing just continues doing well. So when Ethereum moves down, looks like it currently is, it's not able to hold this area, we should see it moves up on NEO to Ethereum. Whew. Ugly, man. Hey. Sometimes the trades are perfect and sometimes they're not. Sometimes you just can't hold. That's why you have a pretty loose stop loss, right? Right here. 119.061. A little looser than that because you also have candle body closes here. So it could come down here, it moves up, you're still in it when it moves up. Okay, so it's unfortunate, but again, this pattern is wonderful. I don't care who you are. It's a pretty nasty break though. Let's see what happens. We have anything going on down here? No, you're actually kind of class C bullish divergence, but let's see, made a low here. Yeah, you're kind of making class C bullish divergence. Okay, you're double bottoming on your negative momentum, and that's good. It's your weakest form of bullish divergence, but it's still very real. Okay, so should see a move up soon based on this. You're very, very weak on your RSI. Last time you hit this level though, last time you hit 30 on the RSI, you bounced off of it and made this move up like that. I think same thing's happening right here. Like you touched it just like here. And what happened right here? Same thing. So you're showing bullish divergence with you know, hitting that 30 mark just like you did here. Let's see if you move up from here. And if you do, that shows accumulation. That means you have more people that own this coin here than here. So we have to see let that play out. Okay. That's it. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Head fakes happen all the time. Head fakes to the breakout of the upside and the downside. So we have an alert set up. If we start hitting that, we'll know. So that's it. In cash. Dang it, we're almost out of time. We got to do the local on the 8th soon. Look at that. So we drew our wedge and we said this is the measured move. And look last night. There's the measured move. We hit it. Then from there we just broke down into the wedge. Wow. Look at that. Insane volatility on Incash. And something we did now, we've broken out again. We're moving up. Interesting. So we just talked about price action, where we might be going, and we said we'd hit the measured move and then break down, which we did, but we were just talking about what could happen, hit it like that, and then move down to lower prices. So we'll see that plays out, but we had... Yeah, and the reason why we also liked that and said that that was a real good opportunity of happening, Class A bullish divergence looked wonderful down here. Wonderful. No divergence here. So, yep, we literally talked about the measure move. It happened last night. So, there you go. That's in cash. 2 minutes till the top of the hour. So, guys, it's your local on the 8s. Okay, man. Let's go Bitcoin. No change, really. Still just sitting at that measured move from the falling wedge breakout. Nothing's really changed. Making lower highs in your previous highs. It's not good. Alright, later, Untamed. Thanks for being here, man. What's up, Matt Damon on Periscope? Thanks for being here, dude. Matt Damon. Pablo, no, we haven't checked that. XRP to the US dollar. We can, though. We can, man. No problem, man. Good morning from Sydney. Yeah, I do need a rest. Ah, Sky, you were on log scale. GG no re. Yeah, like bigger time frame as in like looking at a year-long chart where it's like the beginning of the year, the end of the year. I mean, like that though. It's not really. I don't think what market makers are really looking at from a channel like that. Yeah, I need to, right? I have alcohol for tonight. I will be drinking tonight as well. Don't worry, man. Matt Damon doesn't do chores. All right, guys. So look. To wrap up this stream, we've been going 2 hours now. Bitcoin rising wedge pattern we've talked about, bearish divergence class A. We hit the top, wonderful areas to short up here, wonderful low risk high reward opportunities. Okay, and from there we've broken down, and we're gonna see how this plays out. Let's see if we'll hit the bottom here, and if we break down out of this, then we'd be seeing that 79.12 measured move of the rising wedge. Already measured it. This would be it, and guess what that would mean if we bottomed out here. That would mean a higher low than our previous lows. Wonderful. Who cares, right? No problem, man. So, golden cross on the 4 hour for Bitcoin. Wonderful. That occurred on the 18th of April. Just days ago. But on the 4 hour on the Bitcoin exchange, the highest level of volume we had seen literally since the 22nd of December. On this break, the George Soros move up to destroy the shorts. Destroyed them, man. Liquidated. Gone. Rising wedges formed to continue the squeeze on the shorts. Now we're hitting areas where the patterns developed. So the maturation process is complete on this wedge. All the touch points we need to see the destiny be fulfilled on this wedge in the breakout 79.12. And guess what? If we don't ever reach that measured move, that is insane levels of strength for the bulls. Not enough sellers to push the price down. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So. Would we re-enter the trade on NEO to Ethereum? I mean, you could give it a shot if we ever made it down to 119061. 119061, as you could see looking left, great areas of value. Great areas. 3 times. 1 time, 2, 3 times. Great area of value down here. Wonderful area. Wow, that might be some sort of, if we could get there. If we don't, that just shows insane levels of strength that you couldn't reach this level because there were just too many coin holders and there was too much accumulation. So just know that. You could look at it like this now, almost. Almost could look at it like this. Think of the situation, maybe have a tighter stop loss. I know there's wicks there. Man, do you really want to get stopped out seeing a lower wick? It wicks down and doesn't double bottom? Oh my God. So you can just go with a really tight stop. And then you can have it like this. This is the way it's playing out now, evidently. Look at that channel. Beautiful range. Wow. There's an area. There it is. 15 to 1 risk to reward. Seriously? There you go. There you go. What's up, Jules Santana, the Jesus man? Yeah, Jules, just hit me up right now, man. Hit me up. Let me know, dude. It's like literally right now. You're good. What is the number on the stop? 117749. Okay, it's tight. It's very tight. So if one lost, you'd lose barely anything if you got stopped out. But something to think about is looking left, showing you the potential for where a wick could go, where you could, on a 4-hour candle, you could wick down and touch it and bounce. Another area, a limit buy would be one could do if they were like really wanting just to get an insane position area of entry. 114866. That's also, you'd look out so much getting a limit buy filled there. That'd be crazy, as you can see right here too. So that wick is a very outside. That's what they do though. That's like literally what market makers do. They'll take a low chance of happening, hitting a limit buy, and the limit buy will get filled. So pretty sweet. No, you rock, Crypto Nurse. What are you talking about? Still talking about yourself. Need a Bitcoin? Yeah, William. We'll just check it out real quick. But about to be heading out. Need a Bitcoin? Same thing. Same thing. Just tanked, right? Just tanked down. Best entry for Neo here probably is going to be hard to say, right? Since we broke that. Okay, let's just clean up a little bit. I don't think that, I mean, that could be it. There's no way. This one's not as clear. There's not any kind of range like you're seeing with the other one. So, double topping right there. Yeah, seriously. Probably right here. Probably your strongest area, as you can see here. You have a previous high with support here. This was one of our trades that we made. Patreon had an opportunity. They bought, one could buy here, and then they sold up here. That was so if you could somehow make it back down here, that'd be wonderful. But if not, maybe you don't want to mess with this because it's so nebulous. So 7885, right, something like this. If you ever made it again, you may not. So and one could just let it go up there. So there you go, something like that. So there you go. Alright everyone, well, I'm just gonna, it's been fun, a 2-hour and 7-minute live stream. We've had a lot of good times in here today, a lot of good trade setups potentially, a lot of corrections occurring, Bitcoin's at the top of that wedge, and we'll see what happens. So it's been fun, alright, but we just have to wait and see, enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon, and until tonight, Crypto and Chill episode 59, right there, one of my favorite numbers. Until then, stay hyped.